It's very early. Hey look, I'm driving. I don't have a good mount, so the orientation is incorrect for most formats. Also, I don't know how good the sound is, so good. It's 6:45. I've been up for about 15 minutes and I'm already in the car without coffee, which is not my preference. I am driving to Merced Comic-Con, which with no traffic this time of the morning is about an hour and 35 minutes. I'm hoping no traffic develops. I'm making a stop along the way at a new bagel shop for me, but it is a name that I recognize, Posh Bagel, so I'm hoping it's as good as the one I used to go to, and if not, I hope they have coffee that will make me alive. I've gotten theoretically 6 hours sleep, but I think it's actually less than that. And I also got less than that yesterday. Oh, this angle's terrible. I'll talk to you more later. Yeah, I made a wrong turn, and rather than go around the block, I parked here where I shouldn't, but they're closed. And if they were open, I might have got food here, because they've, well, no, it looks like a dessert place, whatever. I got some bagels and coffee. Boy, my eyes look tired. I guess that's accurate, because my eyes are part of me, and I'm tired. But I'm looking for my keys. I'm a mess. I can't believe I was on the highway for like 10 minutes to get here, which is good because I don't know how well I would have done with around town traffic. But I meant to get a bottle of water and some gum for the show, and I didn't. So bad breath, dehydration. Here we come. Here you come. Forgot to fill up, so getting gas. Empty truck. So I got here about 8:45, and I've been here once before. Last time I had to park all the way on the other side. Maybe I didn't get here as early, but I only got here an hour and 15 minutes before it opened. And I got this parking spot right here. This is the building I have to be in. My table's like right there. I remembered the handcart this time, which I didn't last time. But even if I didn't, it would have been that bad. I just brought everything in 2 trips. Already have my pins and my tablecloth out, and it took me less than 15 minutes to do all that.
So here you can see I'm getting set up, and I had to build my set up differently because it's narrow. There really wasn't a lot of space, and if you could see what I've done is built it with a hole in the middle, and then I have 2 towers larger than normal with a top, and I'm sitting in the middle, which is a way I've never really done it before, and I've seen other people do it. I don't particularly like it. I'm just showing you my setup here. But it worked out better than I thought, because if I had put it behind me, it would have been backing into that other guy's, and there'd be no room for anybody to walk through or anything. So by doing it this way, I think it looks pretty good, and it's still open because I don't like feeling cramped in or like people can't see me. So, you know, I don't know. I might adapt that to new shows for as long as I have these cubes anyway. And there's just me walking around the show a little bit. I think it was open at this point, and there were still some empty tables, which always bums me out, including 2 empty tables right near us. These people, I took their picture without permission, and I'm sharing it because he took a picture of almost every page of my book without asking, and they didn't buy anything, and I really didn't appreciate that, so I figured I'd just take a picture and share it without asking them. And there is someone dressed as Officer Hop with my comic.
Right, it's about 1 o'clock. It's died down a little bit. It's still a lot busier of a show than I expected, which is good, except without a partner. I am now leaving my table. I just put a sign up saying I'll be back in about an hour, left some cards out, told my, various neighbors what was going on. Well, I didn't tell them I was gonna cosplay. I told them I'd be gone for about an hour. And a lovely gentleman from a podcast, oh man, Not Quite Heroes, Almost Heroes, Something Heroes, I'll put it here, is going to help me with the zip and the snap and maybe guide me over to the table a little bit. So we're doing it. I'm gonna cosplay it, get the picture, and then go back to my table. It's gonna be the shortest, weirdest cosplay ever, but it's happening.
Ultimate mega success. It's me with Skyler, the actor who played the character I am dressed up as, and then Alison MacInnis, who is Lightspeed Pink, later joined us. We got in the paper. It was super awesome, and there's more on that in a separate video, which I will link below when it's done.
Well, I did it, as you can tell with my sweatiness. I got the helmet off. It went really, really good. I got a bunch of pictures and videos. He was super cool about it. Lightspeed Pink, I'm blanking on her, the actress's name. She came over to pictures. We were interviewed by the press, and the whole thing, I think it's been less than an hour. It went really well, and I had a lot of help from the podcast people, so thank you again to you. And I gotta get all this off. It's so hot. I got most of it off. I just checked the time. It's been 50 minutes since I decided I was gonna walk away from my booth, told everybody where I was going, came out, got dressed, went back inside, took the pictures, came out here. So it is about an hour round trip for all of it. I'm not gonna pack it up perfectly, but enough that I can get back in there.
Outside, they had a little bit of a carnival atmosphere. They had this Rita's Italian Ice truck, which I was really happy about because I used to get it on the East Coast. I hadn't had it in probably close to 10 years, and it was super hot even in the convention center without my costume. They also had a DJ and bands, including Skyler, the actor, Power Ranger actor. That right there is a service where they have advertising photos that are streaming up there and also on a site that we were allowed to contribute to for free. So I put a few things up talking about how I had a Gold Ranger print and here's my pins and things like that. I don't know if it helped, but it was free advertising that they were offering, so I took advantage of it. And this is a Predator family, which I believe won the cosplay contest. And they actually had a $300 cash prize, so that was pretty cool. They had a few really good cosplays, but the Predator family was the winner. And I am sorry for this horrible camera work. I think I was trying to get a better shot of the Predator family. Yeah, you can see. Oh, that's funny. I just showed you the photo, and here is the video of the photo happening. So welcome to time travel.
Took a stop to go to the bathroom, went to Walmart and GameStop, and I realized there's a Toys R Us right on my way back onto the highway. Look at this old school Toys R Us. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything good inside, but I found something good outside. Turns out there was something good inside as well. I'm home, I've taken a shower. I had weird baked on sweat. I got I'm going to bed. I'll tell you tomorrow. Well, I'm awake now, more awake anyway. The summary, the takeaway was one-day shows that are relatively local to me are low risk. It wasn't an expensive table. I did not make any money. I think I basically made table, maybe a hair less. Last year, this show, I didn't make any money. It was financially the worst show I did. But also last year, it was boring and terrible, and nobody talked, and everybody packed up and left an hour and a half early. This year was better than last year. I made a little bit more money. Like I said, I think I made about table, maybe a hair under, whereas last year I didn't even come close. I also had fun because I did a little cosplay in the middle. I had fun talking to more people. It was a lot busier. There's a lot more interaction. This is something I've talked about before. It's one thing to not make a lot of money, but it's another thing to be bored. And a few people did close up early by like 20 minutes, by 15 minutes. That's still not my preference, but, you know, that's not an hour and a half. There were a few empty tables. There was a weird thing where at the end of our row, there were 2 empty tables, and then around 12, and again, it's a one-day show, and around 12 o'clock, people came in and had food out, like snack food, that I guess they were selling for charity. It was a little unclear. They had a banner that was like something charity, and then they had some snack food, but it was right across from a snack vendor that had been set up all day that I had bought some water from and some coffee from and things like that. So it was weird placement, and they were late, and they left hours early too, so they were only there for a couple hours in the middle of the day, and I think they were a sponsor of the show, so that was weird. I didn't quite understand it, but the show was a good one. I would recommend you go if you're local, or even if it's only an hour or two away. They have celebrities that are easily accessible. They had a good mix of comic vendors, toy vendors, artists, other crafts people. They had food trucks outside, and they had free entertainment all day. They had a DJ that would intermingle with bands, 2 of which were celebrity, Steven Skyler from Power Rangers, and then another gentleman whose name I forget, but he was associated with the Star Wars franchise. They both played music at different times, possibly together. I'm not sure because I couldn't really watch, unfortunately. Then they had another band, a local band, Divided. I want to say Divided as One, but that's a YouTube channel. Some Divided as One. D1. It was D1. And then they also had a Lando Calrissian comedy musical, I think. Again, most of this I couldn't see because I was working. But again, the takeaway is, would I do it again? I don't know. I going as a fan, as an attendee, as someone looking to have fun, absolutely. Going to make money, I don't know. But I've been saying that a lot about various cons, so we'll see. And Colossus Girl Entertainment, who does all of these shows, as I said, the other shows they do, I typically have better luck with, so I'm always inclined to give them a chance. This year I have 3 shows left, one of which is Campell Con, which is run by the same company, which is sort of my medium show with them. This is my bad show. I had another one that was good show, and Campell Con's sort of the medium, so we'll go to that. And hey, they got more Power Rangers actors there. Don't think I'll cosplay, but there is the gentleman. There are 2. There's the woman who played, I want to say Time Force Yellow, I'm not sure, but also RPM Gold, and RPM is one of my favorite seasons, so that's exciting. I'll probably go speak to that person, regardless of whether I'm making money or cosplaying or whatever. Anyway, that is what I call Merced Comic-Con, but they are calling California Republic Comic-Con Merced. I don't know, there's a little bit of, they keep rebranding, so I'm not sure, but it's California Republic Comic-Con in Merced, put on by Colossus Girl Entertainment, however you want to put that out. Hardly Heroes, thanks again, and everybody, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have fun at your cons, selling, cosplaying, buying, whatever it is you're doing. Playing music.